Yo, Super Sorrow, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. I am stupidly happy. You guys saw from my excitement in the video yesterday. I am so pumped for this. I have been gifted. Thank you to the wonderful people at Hasbro for sending this awesome 5-pack action figure to us. It's the Wolverine Amazon 5-pack. If you still need to pre-order yours, I will put a link in the description to Amazon. It is an affiliate link, but it does support the channel and really help us out. Guys, this is the 5-pack Marvel Legends, and I am stupidly happy to have this. This caused a little bit of controversy when it was first announced. A lot of people were upset that it was a 5-pack. I kind of kept my opinions to myself on that. I've been gifted one now, so of course I'm happy. But yeah, I understand a lot of people's reservations on it. However, it does contain some great characters that we need to plug holes in our collection. Mainly for me, it was all about Jason Wyngarde, and I was very happy at the fact that I was given that figure to review. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on him today, but I will do an overview. Also, we have the new Wolverine to look at, Marvel Cyber. We also have Omega Red and Callisto. So let's take a closer look at these awesome figures. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this box art as well, because I love it. It's got all the characters on the side there, listed by name. Then on the back, we've got that awesome Wolverine art. This is such a great box, and I can actually keep the box nice, which is great. Because there is just this little... I can just slice open the top here. Get that, hook that under there, and yeah. Alright, here we go, guys. So I've reviewed Jason already, Mastermind, but obviously like the Thwoosh and Chartmus Prime and all the others were gifted different figures from this 5-pack, and basically over the course of about a week all of us reviewed a figure each. It was very cool actually, because it was like who's going to get one next kind of thing. We all got given different days to pop our reviews online, so it was very cool actually, and I really enjoyed doing it. So I'm just going to spend a couple of moments here just unboxing the figures while I'm talking to you. Starting with Omega Red here, because I'm very, very impressed with the new design. Like they've gone for him here, the new look. I'm loving the fact we've got 2 head sculpts as well, which is awesome. Oh yeah, Omega Red. We've got Marvel Cyber, Mastermind himself, and I'm very happy because now I don't have a figure with numbers in his head. That's loud. All of the prototypes came with numbers like burned into their foreheads, and we were under strict instructions not to show that if we could and things like that. So it was very awkward. Wolverine seems to have been given his old claws. A little while ago, they redid Wolverine, and they gave us some thicker claws. Well, it seems they've gone back on that, and they've now given us the regular claws again. Ooh. So yeah, they've given us the old-style claws on this one. I do like that alternate head sculpt, though. That is real nice. And then finally, Callisto. Alternate hands. And finally, blades. I like the design of those blades as well. Alright, throw that over there for now. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. So Cyber's the only one that doesn't actually come with anything. He doesn't come with any spare heads, any spare parts. He's kind of just on his own, isn't he? So we'll start with him first, because he was a very impressive big fig. I actually really like this figure. He's really nicely done. You'll see on the desk cam when we go to it in a moment. But yeah, that is such a cool figure. Head articulation, you can look up, down, left and right. You can move the arms up at this side hinge and also rotate. There's also the abdomen crunch and waist swivel. Biceps rotate, as well as single hinged elbows there, but are very nice, and hands are on ball joints. Legs do lift out pretty far, as well as forwards, backwards. There's a top thigh cut there, double hinged knees, and the feet are on rocker and pivot. Very nice, and again, a very good face sculpt on there as well. Wolverine being one of my favourite characters of all time. I'm actually happy to have this Wolverine. A lot of people were a bit like, another Wolverine, but I don't mind. I've always been a big fan of Wolverine, so I like to get all the different head sculpts and looks that we get for him. So this time around, we've got a more of a beaten look. He's got some scratches and things on him, and he's got the nice hairy chest and stuff, and he's got a screaming face at the moment, but I'm not too fond of that face sculpt, if I'm honest. I am going to be swapping to the secondary head. Oh, that doesn't want to go on, does it? There we go. The ball joint doesn't want to go into the head. Wow. That took some pushing. Yeah, I much prefer that face sculpt with the red eye and stuff. That's very cool. If you bear with me, when we go to the desk cam, we'll do some head swaps and stuff with some other heads that we have for Wolverine. As well, I want to see if I can fit those the new Metal Claws hands onto Wolverine and see how those look, because I'm not really overly impressed with the old claws. I do like the newer versions. So I am going to see if we can swap over to some other versions of the claws. So we'll do that on the desk cam as well. Other than that, the lower half is a similar Wolverine to what we've had previously, really. It's just the top half with the bare chest and the new face sculpts that's new. And they did give us some hairy palm hands as well. So we have got some hands with that have got some nice hair on them, which is nice. Again, not going to spend too long on Mastermind, but we have already done a full review on the channel. But there he is in all his glory. I'm got to be honest, I like that face sculpt, but a lot of people did give me jip when I said that I do prefer this head sculpt on my particular figure. Because I remember from the animated episode, I remember him having this face more when he was in like the dream world with Jean Grey and stuff, you know, when he was like manipulating her and things, and they were doing that story where he was a sailor and things like that. I did like that story. We didn't actually look at articulation on Logan, did we? Sorry, head's on a ball joint. You've got butterfly hinges on this one as well, so his arms can move backwards, which is nice. Bicep on here as well, with double hinged elbows, and the hands are on ball joint. You can crunch him forwards and backwards quite well, and there is a waist swivel. His belt does lift up and down, so it doesn't get hindered by the articulation. His legs, other than that, do lift out as well as forwards, backwards, top thigh cut, double hinged knee. The boot cut is there as well, guys. You can rotate the boot, which is nice. So, sorry, back to Jason. So, again, he's got a ball joint for the head, so you can make him look up and down, you tilt the head left and right and stuff. You can lift the arm up, and there's also rotation at the bicep, which is nice. Seeing double hinged elbows, hands are on ball joints. There is a crunch under there, I'm sure of it. It's just that it's covered up by this piece here, so I'm pretty sure it can be used, though, if you were to, if this was to be opened up, I'm pretty sure there would be a crunch under there. There's also a hole for the tie, by the way. Do you remember that in some of the old figures when you had a tie? If you lift up the cravat, you can see under there that he's got the hole for where the tie should go. So there is a figure under there. It's a shame that you can't take the jacket off, actually. It's a real shame. My only other gripe with this figure in its final form is the fact that I can see the red around the actual arm. You can see into the actual jacket. It's not very snug to the arm as I would have liked. But again, that's just me. Legs do lift out as well as forwards, backwards, top thigh cut, double hinge knee. There is rotation at that shin as well, and the feet are on rocker and pivot. I missed that, I think, the first time around. The shins do actually rotate, which is nice. Got to be careful of those popping out, though, I think. All in all, though, a beautiful figure. Then we have Callisto. Now, Callisto is very cool as well. This is one of the first times I'm seeing her. Like, I didn't really see the review of her. I know Foosh did some pictures and stuff, but this is the first time I'm actually seeing her properly, and she does look very nice. I'm loving that blue hair. The blue with the black looks very nice, actually, very detailed. Her arms do lift up at this side hinge and do also rotate. You've got the single hinged elbows here, and the hands are on ball joints. You can lift the legs out quite far, actually, as well as forwards, backwards. There's a top thigh cut, double hinged knees on there. She does have no. There's no real. There's some give there in the plastic, but that's just me manipulating the plastic. I think that does feel very loose and flimsy. I do feel like those legs are gonna warp if you keep them in a box or anything like that, and it does feel like they could snap very easily. To be honest, it is a very thin, petite figure. Let me just push those down over the plastic. I hate when you can see the plastic under the gloves. There we go. So I like these as well, but these are loose, so you can take them off if you wanted to use them on another figure, which is okay. They do take some pushing to get back up though, so be careful once you've done that. But the figure itself is very nice. I'm actually very happy with it. I love the belt on there as well. She does come with two blades. You've got like a switchblade, which is all solid grey. And then she also has a black knife, which I think we have seen before with other figures. So currently she has two fisticuffed hands, but you can change out and give her the open palm hand, the grab hands, so that she can hold the weapons. Now the figure that everybody has been talking about the most has been Omega Red, because everybody is really happy with that new face sculpt they've given him. And the new look and things is very good. I do like it. I will be replacing my current Omega Red in my lineup with this guy, because it is just awesome. So again, the arms do lift out that side hinge to also rotate there. There's butterfly hinge there as well, so you can rotate the arms back and forward. There's double hinged elbows there, and hands are on ball joints. Legs do lift out as well as forwards, backwards, top thigh cut, double hinged knees, and the feet are on rocker and pivot. Nice. And there is a waist swivel there as well. He does come with all his components, so you can attach all the different pieces. We've got some long ones, thin ones, and all that good stuff to wrap Wolverine up with. And of course, he does come with the alternate head sculpt as well. So currently we have that screaming face on there, the more snarling, nasty face. But actually, if we swap that out, we can change to the gritted teeth look as well, which is nice. Again, I do like these face sculpts on there. They're very nice. Good all-round figure, to be honest. Very nice. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take you guys down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close person look at each one of these figures. I'll pose them all up on the desk cam and we can take a closer look. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Alright guys, here we go. Here they are, all laid out for us on the desk cam here. These figures are awesome, and I'm so happy to have these. I'm going to do some side-by-sides because I've got the old Omega Red here, so we'll do a little side-by-side of them two. The new one does look a lot nicer, to be honest. And yeah, we're also going to look at some head swaps for Wolverine, maybe some claw swaps. We'll see what I can do. And yeah, then we'll take a look at the other three figures as well, just on the desk cam. Don't forget, I will be posting up a lot of stuff on Instagram and on the Shorts channel over the coming days, so stay tuned for that as well. Alright guys, let's jump straight in and take a look first at Omega Red. So guys, here are the two new, well, the new Omega Red figure on the left and the old Omega Red figure on the right. That's hard to actually say out loud. The little subtle changes they have made really make the figure. That new lighter version of the red paint app really pops. It really does look nice, and again that transfers right through to the headband and the top knot as well. It's got red in there as well, which does actually stand out a lot nicer than the darker red. I love the fact that they actually gave the symbol on the bandana the actual, you know, white markings that it deserves there, instead of just being painted black, you know, plain red. And I do like the fact that on the gauntlets as well, they painted them white this time instead of silver, but they haven't put the Omega symbol there like they did on the other one. I don't know, for some reason I like that, and I like the white over the silver on the boots. Everything about the new figure just pops for me. And if we just take him away a quick second, obviously that's the same face sculpt that we've already seen. So let's go ahead and put the new head sculpt on, the reason for the new figure as well. And I'm going to quickly just add in the little effects pieces here. So I'm going to part one. Boop. Part one and part two. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera, guys. I just don't want to nudge that camera like I always do, and it ends up out of focus. So there we are with the 2 new effects pieces on there as well. The same effects pieces, just with a new paint app. They've now been painted a white instead of the silver. So all in all, with the new face sculpt and the subtle changes they have made, I prefer the new figure over the old one. And therefore I will be moving on the old one now to a new collector, someone who's missing Omega Red from their collection. So if anybody would like to pick up the old Omega Red, please let me know in the comments and we can do that. I'm just going to take some more photos of these side by side for Instagram over the coming days, and then I can trade away or sell or whatever. So if anyone's interested in picking up the the old Omega Red, please let me know. As well, what I didn't show on the main cam was they did also come with 2 more effects pieces. I'm not going to bother putting them in, but yeah, we got 2, which gives like the 2 rounded, and then we have 1, which is like a lasso effect. Great for if you want to throttle Wolverine, you can wrap him around his neck and have Omega strangling him. So as well, we have the new Callisto fig, and she is very nice as well. I'm struggling to get her to stand, to be honest. She does stand with a little bit of teasing, but I do feel like those legs are very flimsy for me. Not a massive fan of the female figs at the moment. I think they're a bit skinny, some of them. But she does look the part. She looks awesome. And I want to quickly just change over these hands as well, so we can pop those. Oh, God, that took some pulling. So we can put those switchblades in our hands. So let's bring those in. And pop 1. Push that down. Pop 2. Pop that down. So now she's got the grab hands, we can bring in the 2 little switchblade knives and pop those in her hands. So I'm going to put one like, I'll probably do that one backhanded. So we can put one like that, and then obviously she's got the flick knife. They're very flimsy knives though. They do feel like they're probably going to break at some point. But there she is. And again, you see I'm struggling to get it to stand now. It's a little bit warm in this room, and as you can see, those legs are just wobbly. But either way, still an awesome figure. Once you do get her posed up and stuff, she does stay there. And she is very cool, so yeah, a new figure for me there, a new one for me. I'm not massive on her backstory and things like that, but she is a great addition, and she's gone. So yeah, those legs are a little bit on the flimsy side for me. That does cause a little bit of issue for me, if I'm honest. I do like my figures to be secure. I'll probably have to use a display base with that figure. Readjusting the camera for the next fig, because he's a big boy. So again, this figure's pretty nice. It is basically based on the comic book version of the like the old school version of the character. So he's like very plain looking. I do like the marbling effect they've gone for in the chest and around the legs here. It does give a bit of contrast with the lighter blue on the darker blue to give a sense of depth and field. It is very nice. And again, I love these arms. I wish they would use these for Colossus. There's a little bit of me that would almost like to use those for a Colossus figure, to be honest. If I was going to make a custom, I would use those arms. They are beastie. It would be a great bath overall for Colossus, to be honest. If you could paint this all black and change the head to a Colossus head, it would actually look very good. So yeah, awesome looking fig though, and it is a great figure in his own right as well, but yeah, very cool. And of course, guys, Jason Wyngarde, very happy to have him back. We've spent many good times together. I'm not going to babble on about this one just because we've done that so much. When I had the original fig from Hasbro, I basically used it so much. While I had the chance, I did many photos, many side-by-sides, and many head comparisons and swaps. So I will link those videos at the end of this one, so you guys can go back and check those out. Because I did do a full video just swapping the heads with the other figures as well. From the Hellfire collection, which I'm just rummaging around seeing if I can find the last one. There we go. So yeah, it was great, and I did do a video where I just basically head swapped all these guys around and tried out different looks. So if you want to see that video, like I said, I will leave a link at the end of the video to it. There is a playlist of all the other YouTubers as well, going in depth about each of these little figures. So again, I'll leave all the details for all that at the end of today's video. And finally, guys, it's the man of the hour, it's Wolverine. So I was very happy for this Wolverine. He is very awesome. One of my favourite Wolverines, I think, in the collection now. And I'm loving this new battered up face sculpt. Very detailed and stuff. I'm loving those hands and things like that. I'm just going to move these accessories and things out of the way, because I've just got them on the desk cam here. Just moving those out of the way, because I want to try out some different heads and things with this guy. This is the other head that came with him. I'm not too fond of that one, so give me a moment. I'm just going to locate some more claws and heads to do. Alright guys, here we go. So let's try and see if we can improve this Wolverine any more than we already have. So this head sculpt's pretty cool. We can pop that off. Oh my god, those head sculpts are really tight on. And that's the secondary head that we got with it. Now, we do already have a head that's very similar, but I do prefer this version of it. So the skin colour is going to be a little bit different on that one, so I'm not going to use that one. We have got this version of the Wolverine as well, if you wanted a more basic head. And it would be cool to try out some of the Hugh Jackman face sculpts on here as well. But the one thing that I want to try is this one, because obviously it matches the rest of the outfit. So, does it look ridiculous? I like the stupid grin on his face. We just pop that head on. Actually doesn't look too bad. Obviously, I know the headpiece is normally a part of the rest of the costume, but that doesn't look too bad. But it's more yellow than it should be, I think. I think the colour scheme's a little bit off. But still, it's not bad for a photo. If we take that off, and the one thing I did want to try, because obviously we all want a bare-chested Wolverine, it could work maybe with a little paint apps to change the skin tones a little bit off there. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But head sculpt aside, I do like this version of the head sculpt. If I can get it on, because it never wants to go on. I'll just pop that back in. Oh my god, it popped off. It popped on and then it went flying, and I've just nudged the camera. Oh, it's all going Pete Tong. This head does not like going on this body. There we go. I had trouble with that head earlier, and now I've bent all these claws. Oh, they're all falling out. Luckily, we're taking these claws off anyway. Let's get rid of those claws. Not a fan. So we do have these ones that we could port in. And they do look okay. The skin tones are a little bit off, but not so much that I think you notice too much. I've put that on the wrong hand. Oh no, I haven't. I've just got two of the wrong hand. So just ignore that that's the wrong hand. But yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I do prefer these newer, thicker claws to the older ones, so definitely could be worth doing a paint there to get these to fit. But the one thing that I definitely wanted to try here, yeah, is the bone claws. So it's kind of cool, because it looks all beaten up and stuff, so it kind of looks cool that the regeneration factor's, you know, wearing off, and he's got the bone claws and things. I do like that. That could be very cool. I do like that a lot. But of course, we'll just pop the figure back together. Even with his dodgy bent claws now. Need to fix those up in post-production. He's missing a claw. Looks more like Dragon now. Draken? Yeah, Draken. That's the one. But yeah, awesome figure. And he is very nice. So yeah, I don't think you can do too much with it. The skin tones are a little bit off compared to some other Wolverines we've had over recent years. So it's going to be very awkward to try and port some of those heads and things in it. But I'm glad I tried, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of fun there. But what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. But let's head on back to the main cam and finish off this video. So guys, which of these of the 5-pack is your favourite? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm biased, but my favourite is going to be Mastermind. Just for the sheer fact that Hasbro chose me to review it. It was a great fit for me, being an X-Men fan, and a big fan of the animated series and stuff. It was the perfect character to give me to review. My second favourite would be Wolverine, then Omega Red, just because I'm a big Wolverine fanboy. But guys, what are your thoughts on all these figures? Let us know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy today's video, let us know. And if you want to see any in-depth reviews, I will be posting up some pictures and videos as well on Super Sorrel Shorts and Instagram. So stay tuned to see more side-by-sides, more photos of the figures over the coming days on different socials. And once again, on Instagram, which is at Super Sorrel, link in the description, and the Super Sorrel Shorts channel, which again the link is in the description to that, where you'll find some more videos of the figures. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and once again, thank you to Hasbro for choosing me to review these figures. And guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, may the Force be with you.